Hi, good morning mga katribu. Welcome to Straight Talk, where we unpack the issues and trends, innovation shaping the lives of Filipinos today. I'm Chito Lozada. Should be here with another host, Teddy Montelibo, no? But I guess I have to do it alone. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. So this morning, we take a closer look at a fast-growing sector that millions of Filipinos rely on, the used car market. Our guest is leading a Manila-based fintech financial technology company that's changing that landscape. He's the co-founder and chief executive officer of OneLot, a company providing fast, secured inventory loans to used car dealers, powered by AI-driven underwriting and on-site vehicle appraisal. Welcome to Straight Talk, Harm-Julian Schumacher. He's the co-founder and CEO of OneLot. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on Straight Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Julian.
Julian is easier than the long German name, yes.
Yeah. So we go right in. Julian, what gap in the Philippine used car market did you and your co-founders identify that led to the creation of OneLot?
Yeah, I think OneLot in general, like what we saw is like three major themes. So number one, there is just by Filipinos, there's a big demand in convenient transportation mobility, right? So cars where you don't have to rely on public transportation. If it's raining, it's not a problem. So overall what you see is like new car sales are growing 10% year over year, right? And while new car sales are growing and there are coming more cars into the market, used cars are also getting traded more frequently, right? Because they represent a great opportunity to get access to a car at a much more affordable price point, 20-30% cheaper. So there is this big demand in cars, in particular used cars. Yet Filipino banks are not really engaging in the used car market and providing a lot of financing options. So that obviously is leading to this need for cars, but cars are expensive, so you cannot like cash outright buy those cars right away. So there's a need for financing. And overall, what we are very focused on is the used car dealer themselves. Right? So these are family businesses. One of our major partners there, he himself is engaged, his wife is supporting, doing the financing, the accounting on marketing side. The son is involved doing especially TikTok marketing. Right? So this is a typical Filipino family business, yet they are really having not really access to bank loans. 90% of our customers don't have access to bank loans to help them grow the business. And also from a technology perspective, there are no partners for them which help them to go from like pen and paper approach to helping them run their business more efficient. And that is basically, so we look at the Philippines and these like great resilient entrepreneurs. And my family business in Germany is also a car dealership. But there you have a lot of backing from institutions. Rural banks are helping the car dealerships. The OEMs are helping. They are providing financing options. So regardless if as a dealer you want to buy a car, you get financing for that. Or if your customers want to buy cars, there are options as well. And now we're putting everything together where we say like, enable these family businesses, help them with our inventory financing solutions, where we finance their own fleet they have in their showroom to go from like 20 to 30 cars, and at the same time provide tools and data and partnership and services around that to help them overall grow their business and expand profitability.
Do you provide loans to you do provide loans to dealers,
Yes.
but not the buyers.
No. At this point, we are very much focused on the dealers themselves. For us, they are the focal point, the backbone of the industry. So, like, how can we help them to grow? But I mean, our mission is overall, how can we enable them with all sorts of product, services, solutions? So, in general, what we can do, like, we have a good way of collecting data. We understand cars very well, car prices. So down the road, that's something how we want to enable other financial institutions to also tap into this market and participate from our like in-depth understanding of cars. And by that also like make or allow other companies to come into the used car financing and overall make it more accessible and affordable. And again, by that also help the SME, the dealer, family businesses.
So raising the country's largest seed round of 2025 is one of the major milestones of the company. What do you believe convince investors to back OneLot at this scale?
I think there are several factors to this. Right? Number one is obviously the product we have built, and where we see that our customers like it. We onboard new customers, but at the same time, all of our customers, like once they tried it, they like it, and there's a very frequent usage. Secondly, it's obviously a big vote of confidence for our team, right? It wouldn't be possible without them to really execute what we built, but at the same time, we very stay closely to our customers at all time and understand what their needs are and keep on improving our products, right? And always like making it better and better and better. And the third point is, I mean, around the market itself. I mean, that's the used car market, which is a sizable, growing market. But overall, it's very much a vote of confidence for the Philippines as well, where you see, hey, investors believe in the country. They see this like continuous positive development, not only over the last 1 or 2 years, no, over the last 20 years.
Right.
So, and that's basically, I mean, we as a company where we believe in this country, we believe in the market, and then we're building around that. And basically everything has to come together to do this.
And the way that you have explained it to me, the financing that you're doing is also helping companies to, in a way, you entice employment for more Filipinos, right?
Yes, I mean, for sure. I mean, overall, what we are doing is we are allowing the dealerships to grow their business. And then if you see if dealerships are going from whatever, like 10 cars to 20 cars to 50 cars, we clearly see that that means more employment. You have people who are like helping to fix and repairs and nicely maintain cars. You're having people who are working more on the marketing side. So as dealerships grow, it's like turning from like purely one owner and maybe wife involved to like employing more and more people. And I mean, that's like great for us, right? As a dealership grows, that's exactly what we want, how we want to help them. At the same time, it means more employment, more income for everyone.
And like what you explained to me off camera, that you are not contributing to the traffic, right?
No.
Since you're selling used cars, as opposed to selling new, brand new cars, right?
No, I mean, so overall, what you definitely see is like just also in the terms of like new cars getting bought, you see there's just a clear demand in terms of like new cars coming in. And what we enable, right? We don't participate in the new car sales. We are really on the used car. So overall, what we see is that like there is more and more frequent transaction. People are not like having a car for 5 years. No, they're having it for 4 or for 3 years. And then they can afford a new car, and at the same time they're passing on the car they had before to someone else who can use it. So overall, look, we are very much like just going where the market and overall the dealers want to go, and the dealers obviously go where the consumer wants to go. And there is just more demand in cars, right? I mean, car ownership rates in the Philippines are still low compared to other countries. And from my perspective, I think that will still grow. People want to have access to these like most convenient form of transportation. But at the same time, I mean, that's a mix of transporting options. I mean, the MRTs are getting built, right, which is a great thing. And you have more motorbikes. So overall, there will be a certain mix of transportation. And your own car is a certain part of that, but not the only one.
Considering the predominantly young age of Filipinos on the average, right?
Yeah.
There would be more demand for cheap or economic vehicles.
Yeah.
To make them more mobile.
Yeah, I think, and I fully agree, right? I think cheap, as you said, right? Cheap is not. I would always say affordable.
Affordable.
I mean, there's nothing where you have the highest depreciation. If you buy a new car and you turn the engine on for the first time, you're basically losing 20% of the value of the car right away. If you then want to sell it, you can not get anywhere close to what the buying price was.
Buying price, yeah.
So, and that's the opportunity, right? Where we basically look at that and like make it these cars, which can be high quality cars, and overall but high quality cars, but way more affordable. And that's basically where we want to go, to make car ownership in general more accessible by specifically focusing on the more affordable used car segment.
Yeah, you did say also, Julian, that you check each car that dealers sell to as a way to avoid problems on how these were brought into the country.
Yeah.
Like smuggling.
Yeah, I mean, not only smuggling. I mean, there could be many cases, right? In general, like being sold. So overall, what we do, I mean, we do checks from the legal perspective. Is everything in order? Is the title good? The whole registration is in order. But we also physically check cars. Also check the quality. And there we see, right, the dealers we work with overall, one job of the dealers to actually fix and repair cars. Right? So that's one of the advantages. And we see that the cars are actually all in good shape. We like, as you mentioned, smuggled cars, we haven't seen that, right? Cars are normally, the title is very much in order. So yeah, no, we see that cars are in good conditions.
Great. So nearly 90% of used car dealers remain underserved by banks. Why do you think traditional lenders have overlooked this segment?
I think it breaks down to two things. So number one, it's if you look at the large universal commercial banks, overall, what they do, they grow with the economy. The economy is growing like 5, 6, 7% year over year, and the banks are growing with that. So they overall grow and are nicely profitable. So why engage in something new? And the point is also engage in something new they don't really understand. Because used cars requires a certain set of capabilities. You need to understand car prices. You need to understand the appraisal of a car, right? A used car can be very different. It can be great, but if it's like not in the best shape and no one has repaired it, also the value is significantly different. And that's where we are coming in. So on the one hand, we have a lot of technology, AI, artificial intelligence, but then also bottom-up appraisal, where we make this used car way more tangible. What is the actual value of that car? How can we unlock the value of that car, which is like in this asset? So that's really our approach, where we do things different.
How does AI play into this business of yours?
Yeah, so at this point, it's all about the pricing of the car and understanding the value, right? And there we have a lot of machine learning technology. So it's like one subcomponent of general artificial intelligence, where we, on a daily basis, understand what are the car prices out there in the different marketplaces. We refine that, we correlate that, and fundamentally have like all different AI models to be able to really like pinpoint a price of a car, given all different factors, right? Is it, I'm just picking a few, but is it an automatic or a manual? Right, given the amount, that has a quite impact on the price. Like, what is the mileage range? What variant is it exactly like? Toyota Vios, you have different variants which are different in price. So that's basically where all that comes in. And then somewhat I call it the bottom up, but really like checking each individual car, what is the quality, appraising it, doing the full inspection, using also their technology to automatically understand what car it is from pictures, from videos. So, and then we basically can tell this is what we think the value of a car is.
So that's AI.
That's overall a lot of technology, but that's also our team, and that's AI.
So is that unique to OneLot, or
That is very unique to OneLot.
Oh.
I'm very confident in saying at this point in the Philippines, we are the one institution who understands car prices the best. I mean, just to give you some numbers, over the last 12 months, we have like collected more than, I think, almost 1.5 million price points of cars. Right, and then also have done more than 1,000 cars we have inspected. So with all this data from all different sources, this could be marketplaces, could be actual selling prices of cars. This is like the inspection. We know car prices the best, and we are actually getting quite a lot of inquiries from other companies who like the used car market, but don't know how to price cars, how to appraise them. So there are people coming to us and be like, hey, can you help us with that? We're like, yes, very happy to do so.
So that also compares the prices with the quality of the car, right?
Yes.
And
absolutely.
The way that those will be attractive to the buyers.
Yes, correct. I mean, as I said, a used car, unlike a new car, right? A new car, it's a new car, right? So there's no differences in quality. That is somewhat the complexity when you look at used cars, because it can have different quality levels. And so that's why we not only use technology purely, but we still rely on physically on the ground looking at all the cars, just to really understand what the quality level is.
It's true. So we'll be right back, mga katribu, with Julian Schumacher. And but we're having a commercial break.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribun's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lozada and Ted Montalibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
So mga katribu, we're still here in Straight Talk. We're having Julian Schumacher, head of OneLot. So Julian, in just 18 months, OneLot has issued over $7 million in loans. $7 million, wow. What would you say is the biggest driver behind the rapid traction.
So,
Oh, $7 million.
yeah,
So huge.
more than 400 million
amount.
pesos. Yes.
Pesos.
So I think there are obviously a few factors to that. So number one, it's we build the right product,
Yeah.
and it's a product which our customers and our partners like. And as I said, they try it out once, and then there is more like demand. Oh, this is really helping me. This is helping my business to grow. I can make more money. I can earn more for my family, right? So this need we are like serving there to helping them grow. That is obviously at the core. And then it's, I mean, on the other hand, our team, which obviously if you have like one product, great, but you need the right team to promote it, to find the right partners, to roll it out, to help everyone to serve it, to have our promise that we can do loan issuance within a few hours. So this like product, the team, and then this continuous, I would say like relentless obsession of understanding our partners, the dealerships, what are their needs, what are their challenges, and how can we continue to improve our products and help them, serve them better, right? And just like offer them the right products at the right time, which helps them. So, and that's basically how we're now like thinking forward, that we want to give OneLot to more customers,
Yeah.
offer it to them, help them grow. At the same time, always continue to refine the products we have, as well as like add new ones on top.
How about your repayment rate? Do you have any problems with that?
No, I mean, there's always like at one point you have people who might not be able to immediately pay back the loan. We try to be also at that point be a good partner, right? That we sit down, we find a solution, we restructure, and then overall help them to like maybe not at the point where they had to repay, but over the next 2-3 months find a repayment solution. So again here, right, we are not transactional. We're not like thinking loan to loan to loan. No, we are thinking in being the like right long-term partner. And
Be a partner.
yeah, and look, as a dealer,
Yeah.
you don't know, you have a car, right? You don't know when you sell it. I mean, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 months, it could be 6 months, you don't know. So that's something we also, as a partner to the dealers, we have to embrace. And basically build our products and solution around that. And even then, if like someone has like some liquidity, short-term liquidity topics, how do we help them also then over the next months, right?
Is the philosophy, did your family business back in Germany help you develop this kind of philosophy in OneLot?
So there are, so yes, I would say overall, yes.
Overall.
Because you have a very collaborative relationship between dealerships and especially the banks there. So they really also understand their customers, and dealerships is obviously in Germany, being a big car country,
Right.
it's a big part of the economy. So banks really understand how that is, and they help. And this is like one of the points, I mean, not only from a product, but more from a philosophy perspective, like really become this institution to focus on the dealers, to help them, right? That is our core focus, that we know the dealers, we know their needs, we know their challenges. Okay, let's help them in the mid to long term, not only our own needs in the short term.
Good. Right. So as you scale, what challenges do you foresee in expanding your network across the Philippines?
Yeah, I mean, overall, that's definitely something we want to do. And like from our current focus in Metro Manila or the adjacent regions, we want to go into other parts of the Philippines. I mean, just to name a few, Cebu, Ilocos, Baguio.
Oh, Davao.
Davao, exactly, Mindanao overall. So, and our model obviously also relies on a physical on-the-ground component. We're not a pure marketplace. No, we really want to be on the ground, be the partners on the ground. And that's the point where we will have build up teams in certain areas where we see there is need, and then always manage this, like making sure we find all the partners, we grow with them, we give them the capital they need, but also the sufficient amount, and not too much, not too little. I mean, that's always at the core of what we're doing, to be able, like from a responsible lending perspective, that everyone like gets the amount they need, but also not like too much, right? That you're like just taking in. No, we want to be like the right partner and supply the right amounts.
And I remember what you were saying previously, just a moment, just some minutes ago, that car prices in Manila is more cheaper, less than those outside the city.
Yeah, you see some differences there. I mean, overall, the Greater Manila area represents 60-70% of cars. So ownership in the provinces is there, but it's lower.
Quite high.
So overall, let's say if you want to buy a Vios in Metro Manila, you will have a lot of options. If you go, I don't know, like some area of Ilocos Norte or Sama, options are more limited, right? Also supply is more limited. You might have to buy cars in Metro Manila, then you have to ship them over.
That's a better alternative, right?
Yeah, so I mean, what you see is
option.
that people are like actually also from the provinces coming to Manila, buying cars and then like shipping them to the province. That could be dealers, or that could be also individuals. But yeah, then there's a price, right? If you want to ship a car down to the Visayas, there are certain costs, and obviously you have to incorporate that. So yeah, prices in Metro Manila are actually more competitive.
So Metro Manila will still be the main market, right?
That's what it will be, just given the concentration of cars and dealerships.
Right.
But we definitely want to turn this into a like overarching Filipino company.
Right. I wish you luck on that.
Thank you so much.
So OneLot aims to become an end-to-end platform for used car dealers. What new digital tools or services can dealership expect next?
Yes.
Do you also do that, the digital tools?
That's something we definitely would do. So our core product at the moment is the inventory financing. But in general, we want to be able in the future to really, like dealers we work with, to help them along their entire value chain, right? From like buying cars to financing, managing, selling them.
Right.
And for now, so we already have partnerships for sourcing of cars. So this could be larger companies who have a fleet, for instance, and they want to sell their cars. So now we connect them to our dealerships, and they can buy the cars directly, and we help to facilitate that. As well as then, if a dealer needs the capital, we can also like directly help them with the capital around that. Another thing we are overall looking into is on the inventory management side. Have a digital tool on the inventory. So you have a platform, you log in, and you can like upload all your cars with photos, with all the details, put in marketing tags to that. And then if you have inquiries from your customers, so someone is reaching out to you via Facebook, you can just like select the car and send it over immediately, right? You don't have to go into your phone and select all the photos, send that out immediately. And then via other channels, Viber, Messenger, whatever it is. And then we also, I mean, based on this like now platform we have, where we have access to the dealers, we then want to build adjacent financial services on top. So that could be invite other insurance company who provide like then good rates on car insurances. And then also other financial service institutions who are more on the consumer side, that we have this like technology platform, we have access to the dealers, we understand car prices very well. Okay, can we help you to also like engage more in the used car market? By that, create more affordable options. That is great for the consumers when they want to buy a car, But it's also great for our customers, right? Like everything again is around like helping the dealers end to end. That's where we want to go.
If I'm I ask a dealer, for instance, Julian, I want to set up a taxi cab company.
Yeah.
I need about 100 units.
Yeah.
Can you do you offer also services to help them, the dealers, to find the number of cars that they can provide?
So we in that sense don't have individual like sourcing options. So what we can always do, if you're a dealer and you have like a big incoming demand,
Yeah.
what we can do is two things.
Order.
Number one, we connect you with our like B2B partners and see what cars they have available.
Okay.
But we can also, I mean, if someone is really having an individual need, we can like sit down, we can discuss this need and check in with other dealers. Maybe they have also cars, right? And they can like then, instead of like selling it to consumer, they sell it to the other dealer, take a small a profit on that one. So we can also then individually create solutions.
So the one that I'm talking of, like the one that wanted to set up a taxi company can approach you directly, or no?
Yeah, so
Or they have to go through the dealers.
so we can. That's interesting. We could look into that in general. I mean, overall, we would be very happy that someone comes to us and be like, "Hey, I need to find a few cars, this profile," and then we can check within our dealers what is their normal like cars they're having. I mean, some have certain focus areas, right? And then we connect them and help to facilitate. I mean, that's good for our partners, right? To make those sales. So we are very happy to do that. I get a lot of like, could be from friends, family in France. They ask me, "Hey, I'm thinking about buying a used car. Can you point me in the right direction?" And then I ask like, "Hey."
That's personally.
Yeah, that's personal as well, right? But we do the same for businesses if needed, yes.
That's good. So how does OneLot, Julian, ensure responsible lending and maintain strong risk controls? Yeah, we already discussed that. While still offering fast approvals and higher credit limits.
Yeah. So in general, right, as we discussed, it's always about finding the right balance. Having sufficient that it allows you to grow, but not too much, right, where it can be harmful. So the one thing, how we can really like differentiate how we do that, number one, we very in-depth understand our customers. And since our customers are all used car dealers and not like a set of different companies, we understand overall them very well. And then the whole technology and artificial intelligence we have in there in our very fast underwriting process. So yes, we are fast, but we are very driven by data. This data we put into the into the context of understanding our customers. And now we can always ensure that we have the right amount. And we really look at are the different cars, how do they, like, what is the value of those, overall, the business, right? To make sure, yes, we give you enough, but also not too much, right? Given the size of your business. So very strongly coming from that to ensure like everyone can grow, but at the same time, like not having problems to repay because it has been too much. Very responsible approach.
By the way, I want to ask about the loan rates.
Yeah.
Would it be comparable with banks or much lower?
No, actually we are a bit higher than banks.
Higher than banks.
So I mean, how we can approach it compared to other SME lenders, our rates are lower by having this focus and being extremely technology driven. Compared to banks, it's obviously banks are sitting on a lot of money in the accounts, so their internal cost for capital is lower. At the same time, banks don't have the right products. So as a car dealer, if you take out a loan, right, and you sell your car in 2 months, but now you're sitting on a loan which is running for 12 months, you're paying a lot of interest for that, is also not the right thing.
Right.
So that's overall, I would say, like, while the direct rates, if you compare them one-to-one, are a bit higher than banks, overall, given the right fit of the product and being very flexible for our customers, we can offer very affordable rates, which allow them to still maintain a very good margin.
Right. Kind of a specialized financing.
Yes, absolutely.
Feature. Yeah, many used car dealerships are family owned. So how do you build trust and help these entrepreneurs understand digital financing? Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
there's a good issue, and
Yeah.
most do
No.
not know how to go around digital financing.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Or
not only digital
financing.
financing, exactly, financing in general.
Financing in general.
I mean, what we discussed initially, right? 90% of our customers don't have like bank loans, and almost 50% don't have any loan exposure at all. So what we do, and that is a gradual step-by-step process, is, I mean, we sit down with them, we have very clear explanation of how our products work, how it is helping to grow the business, and in depth, like really explaining our car loans and overall how that is helping, right?
Right.
And now what we see is, I mean, as you said, it's like family businesses, they're connected among each other. So we see that some are working with us,
Right.
they see this is extremely helpful, and they talk with each other. So, and then we see these like effects, like also step by step. People start talking about OneLot. We meet more customers who are like, oh yeah, I've heard about you already, or who are coming back and tell us like, hey, but one of my friends worked with you and he's very happy. So we see these like step by step, word of mouth, given the connection, and then we obviously facilitate that. So if someone is helping us and like making a referral, there's a certain incentive connected to that. But overall, we are very much like on the ground. Could be my co-founder who's Filipino, right, who's talking with them, or then our sales team, and on the ground in their showrooms, in their business, explaining the products we have, but that like building this trust that there is always someone who is available they can talk to, and not only a website.
So that's how you do it. Do you do you visit dealers to offer your services, or
Yeah.
dealers mostly go to you to inquire?
No, we try to be where they are operating. I mean, they're also busy, right? They have to buy cars, they have to sell them, they have to do the whole management around that. So we actually have a sales team, like a relationship team.
You go to them
Yes,
directly?
absolutely. I mean, sometimes we also invite them to our office and show them where we are, what we do. I mean, that also helps them to understand, but mostly we really try to be where they are operating,
Right.
and be mindful of their time.
So, Julian, my last question to you. Looking ahead, how do you envision OneLot shaping the future of the Philippine used car industry in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yes. Next to 3 to 5 years, and maybe even beyond.
Beyond.
I mean, in general, what I said, right? We want to, on the one hand, work with more dealers, not only in Metro Manila, but all over the Philippines, and make the products we are building, or we have now, we keep on building, make them more accessible, and at the same time, invite also other financial institutions we are partnering with to participate in this used car market. And that's overall the goal, right? That the dealers are the backbone of the industry, the cornerstone. Everything evolves around them. And if we enable them overall more and create like more transparency, more understanding around prices, around quality, overall make car ownership more accessible and more affordable. That's really where we want to go.
You plan to go into other fields like other SME based businesses?
I'm not ruling anything out, but for now we have a very clear focus.
With Kaya, with you.
Yes,
that could be
something. You're absolutely right. No, for now, our focus is very clearly the used car industry, because there's just so much more room to grow and to improve and to build new solutions that help the overall industry. So that's our very clear focus, and we try to be very focused, right? Because if you start like doing this and this and this now, like, yes, that could be great, but you might lose sight of your core customers. And that's where we are coming from, right? We believe in this like used car market. We believe in these like family dealerships. We really want to help them, and instead of like opening other things, no, let's focus there. Let's grow with them, and overall by that like come to this point where we help them and overall make car ownership more affordable.
So Julian, we came to the end of the program. So can we have your parting words, Julian?
My parting words? Sure, let me like...
Maybe you can invite dealers to...
Yeah, so that's a good point. I mean, overall, thank you so much, firstly, for giving me the time here. And no, it's an honor. I think overall, in general, this is like to anyone, I mean, in particular, car dealerships who are listening, right? Feel free to reach out to me personally, to our team, have a chat, just like if you want to understand something a bit better or have some clear question about some of the products. But in general, I mean, anyone who's interested in the used car market, just like maybe wants to work with us as a partner or wants to become a member in our team, right? We are also like strongly looking to grow our team, to get more people on board who are like excited about cars and financing. So feel free to reach out. I think OneLot is a great place for this whole industry. We have a great, very supportive culture within our teams, but also for our partners, our companies. So anyone who likes the space, feel free to reach out, and I'm sure we find a place to work together in one way or the other.
Right, okay. So that's Julian Schumacher. So who gave us a very insightful discussion. Thank you, Julian, for shedding light on how fintech can meaningfully support Filipino entrepreneurs in the used car sector. And that wraps up today's episode of Straight Talk. Join us again next time as we continue to bring you conversations that inform, empower, and inspire. I'm Chito Lozada. If you missed today's episode, you can always catch the replay on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Stay safe, mga katribu, and have a great day ahead.
Narito na naman ang inyong lingkod, Manong Joe, para sagutin ang inyong tanong. May tanong tayo mula kay Javier Domingo, isa pong netizen. Manong Joe, paano pag sa Metro Manila tumama ang lindol, handa ba ang Meralco? Ito ang sagot, Javier, at maganda yung tanong mo. Napapanahon talaga na paghandaan ang anumang uri ng sakuna, maging ito'y lindol, malakas na bagyo at kung anuman, sa dami ng kalamidad na nararanasan natin mula sa mga nangyayaring lindol hanggang sa mga pagbaha, malakas na hangin at iba pa, ang kaligtasan ng bawat customer ang prioridad ng Meralco. Tinitiyak namin na ginagawa ang lahat para mapanatiling ligtas at maayos ang aming serbisyo at mga pasilidad. Pinapalitan namin ang mga poste ng mas matibay na gawa sa konkreto at pakal. Inililipat din ang mga poste sa mga lugar na ligtas. Regular na nagsasagawa ng tree trimming at wire clearing ang Meralco para hindi maapektuhan ang mga linya ng kuryente o makayanan ang anumang bagyo o lindol. Nagsasagawa rin ang Meralco ng re-insulation at conductor shielding ng mga linya namin, pagpapatibay ng mga lighting protection system, pati na rin ang pagkakabit ng mga smart device para agad na matukoy ang mga posibleng alalahanin ukol sa serbisyo ng kuryente. Kung kakailanganin, handa po ang Meralco na pansamantalang mag-de-energize upang masiguro ang kaligtasan ng publiko. Kadalasan po namin itong ginagawa kapag tumataas ang tubig baha o di kaya ay napakalakas ng bagyo. Kasama na rin ang uga ng lindol. Pagkatapos naman po ng anuman sakuna, maging po ito'y bagyo o lindol, at may na-damage po kami sa facilities, bumagsak na linya o ano ba man, huwag ho ninyong lapitan. Hayaan ninyo ang aming mga crew ang gumawa ng kinakailangan para masigurong ligtas ang pagkukumpuni. Kapag sigurado na po tayo na ligtas nang bumalik sa bahay, siguro po tingnan muna natin ang sitwasyon sa loob at siguraduhin din na yung ating mga internal wiring facilities ay nasa maayos na kalagayan. Bago pa man abutin ng tubig baha yung inyong mga outlet, patayin na muna ang main switch sa bahay at i-unplug ang mga appliances. Kung may electrical hazard, agad itong i-report sa amin sa Meralco sa pamamagitan ng may Meralco app. Nasa social media din po kami, Facebook at X, yung dating Twitter, o sa Meralco hotline bilang 16211. Pwede din kayong mag-text sa numerong ito. Tandaan mga katribo na sa panahon ng kalamidad, ang pagiging alerto at maingat ay susi sa kaligtasan. Ako po muli ang inyong lingkod si Manong Joe, Saldariaga para sa Ask Manong Joe. Hanggang sa muli mga katribo at sa mga nanonood sa Daily Tribune.